Hello everyone, welcome. Today I'm going to show you how to make this beautiful Celtic Triquetra. It's super easy and quick. The trick was figuring out the stitch ratio, which I've done for you. This goes great on blankets, scarves, and pillows. If you came here from my Facebook page, don't forget to subscribe so you can see more of my work than just the photos. The first part of the Triquetra that we're going to make is going to be the inner ring. And for that, you're going to chain 35. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35. Make sure your chain isn't twisted, and you're going to connect it with a slip stitch. Now you have this ring. You're going to chain up 2. 1, 2. You're going to want to put 65 half double crochets around this ring. The first one you're actually going to put into the first available chain. The chain 2 counts as a half double crochet. So once you do that, you're going to have 2 half double crochets, and you're going to do 63 more, and then you're going to connect them with a slip stitch. Okay, so I have my chain 2, my first half double crochet, the first available chain, and then going around the chain, you're not going to work into the chains, you're just going to crochet around them, and you can trap your tail in as you go, so you don't have to sew it in later. Three, 4, 5, and you're going to keep going until you have 65, and I'll meet back up with you at the end. Once you have about 20 half double crochets, you can go ahead and you can cut your tail. It won't come out. As you go along, you want to kind of stretch out your stitches so it's already starting to form the circle and they're evenly spaced. $63, 64, 65. And then you're going to slip stitch into the top of the chain 2 that you made. Cut your yarn. Tie off. And then just adjust your stitches so you have a nice even circle. There you go. That'll do. Then you're going to want to sew in your tail, and I kind of pull tight when I sew it in so I don't have that little ridge. Go in through the back. This is real easy to sew in because you have all these perfect little ridges to go into. And there you go. Now we're going to make the outer part. Now it looks like there's a lot going on. There's a lot going on here, but it's actually only 3 rows. So you have this row, which is 1, this row, which is 2, this row, which is 3. And each of these rows is only 25 stitches. So I'm going to show you how to do that, how to make the points, and how to weave it in. Okay, so you're going to make a slip knot. And you're going to chain 75. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I will meet back up with you at the end. Okay, now that you have your chain of 75, make sure you have exactly 75. If you need to count and double check, go ahead. You are going to chain an additional 2. But this is not going to count as a half double crochet. Come on, come into focus. You're going to turn your chain over, and we're going to be working in the back bump. So, come on. 1, 2. These are your 2 chains. We're not going to count that as a half double crochet, and you're going to put your first one right here. So pinch it, yarn over, and do your first half double crochet. And what we're going to be doing is basically a 25 stitch repeat. So you're going to do 25, but every 5 you're going to put 2 half double crochets until you get to the 25th stitch. Then we're going to do something different. So I will walk you through the first 10. So this is 2. 3. 4. Now we're in our 5th chain, and we're going to put 2 into this one. So 5, back into the same chain. We're going to count 5 again. Next one is 6. 7, 8, 9, Next one is 10. We're going to put 2 into this one, because every 5 stitches we're going to put 2 half double crochets. So that's 10 again. Next one's going to be 11. $12, 13, 14. This one's going to be 15. It's a multiple of 5. We're going to put 2 in there. So 15, 15 again, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So we're going to put 2 into that one. It's 20 and 20. 5, 10, 15, 20. And when we get to the 25th chain, that's when we're going to do something different. $21, 22, 23, 24. Okay, so now we're in our 25th chain, and what we're going to do is we're going to start by putting a half double crochet into that chain. Then we're going to chain 3. 1, 2, 3. And then if you turn your half double crochet that you just made sideways, you kind of have like a little V right there. You're going to slip stitch into the side of your half double crochet. Now that gives us the little points in the top of the corner. That's what creates that point. And then into the same 25th stitch, which should be very clearly stretched out right now, we're going to put our second half double crochet. And then we've just created one of the points. And that is the 25 stitch repeat. So the next available stitch would be stitch number 1, and you would just repeat this process 2 more times, so 3 times in total, and I will meet back up with you at the end to show you how to finish it off and tie it together. Okay, I'm now at the end of the chain. Got 24 and 25. So there's 24, and here is number 25. So we're going to do a half double crochet, chain 3, slip stitch down into the side of your half double crochet, and do one more half double crochet into your last chain. Cut the yarn and then tie off. Okay, so here's the tricky part. Here's where we tied off. You're going to take the next point, put it on top of the circle. The left one is going to go over the circle, and then it's going to go under the circle. Then this part of the point is going to go, just hide that because that's not so nice. It's going to go under the circle. So then you have this. Its tails out of the way. Okay, so under the circle, then it goes over this, under, alright, it's going to go under this, and then back over the circle. Just kind of tighten it as you go. And we have our next corner right here. So we went over the circle, so now this strand has to go under the circle. Over this, under this one, and then over the circle. And it's not going to look pretty yet, but you have to tie these together. They just kind of meet. Perfectly like that. So get your yarn and needle. And before you do this, make sure everything is going to sit flat and that you didn't accidentally twist this up. Doesn't look cool right now, but after we stretch it out and sew it onto something, that's when it's really going to take its shape. So I have a tail on the outside, so I'm going to sew that in through the outside part of the project. Take the inside tail, and then weave it on the inside. So go somewhere through this strand first. Go through, come back up. Alright, turn it over. Take these two strands, tie a knot, but don't tie it too tight. Okay, you would sew those in, but I'm not going to make you watch that. And there you have it. When you sew it on and pin everything in place, that's what's going to make it hold its shape, and it's going to look a lot nicer. But for right now on the table, this is about the best that it's going to get. And that is how you make one of these. Thank you for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. I'll see you next time.